Opening titles and bugs present you with an excellent opportunity to create a compelling image of your company and to imprint that image into the minds of your audience. Since titles are such an important part of the production process, we'll show you how to use these critical graphic elements to your advantage. The purpose behind opening titles is more than merely identifying the production you're about to see. Used properly, opening titles can influence the audience's expectations, excite them, and stir up their curiosity to see more. They may be approached in many different ways, but their purpose is always the same: to invite the audience in, and in short, to set the mood for what is to come. One method of creating opening titles is to use practical elements from your production, such as cropped words on subway signs, calendars, or text on the side of a water tower. For example, the movie Napoleon Dynamite uses items commonly found in a cafeteria to introduce the cast and the crew. This allows the director to both give insight into the life of the main character and give the names of the people in the film. Simple, to the point, and effective. Alternatively, you might simply fade text in and out over footage that complements the theme of your production. An excellent example of this approach is the opening sequence to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Title and credits dissolve on and off screen over footage of the Bayeux Tapestry, a 900-year-old, 224-foot-long depiction of the Norman conquest of England. Although from 100 years prior to the events of the movie, the tapestry's strong medieval imagery perfectly supports the story's theme. The 2007 movie The Kingdom very effectively utilizes historical news footage combined with a narration as a background for the opening title and credits. At the same time, it also provides valuable information to the audience. Placing your titles over motion graphics is another very effective way to draw your audience in. The Matrix movies offer great examples of this technique when computer code turns into the credits for the film. You can make your own from scratch with Adobe After Effects and other similar programs. If you don't have the time to make graphics of your own, you can use graphic elements from companies such as Digital Juice or Artbeats. Titles like these typically look the most professional but take more skill and time than simply dissolving in and out over footage. It's important to remember that your opening title sequence should engage the audience and entice them to see more, without giving anything away or promising more than your production can deliver. Don't get too complicated. Simple is usually best. A single word title such as Jaws, with just the right audio track, still makes people wary of the water decades after the movie's release. And don't forget the music. There's nothing like an exciting soundtrack or sound effect to draw the viewer in, to create an indelible impression of your work in their mind. Believe it or not, the type of title that you've seen the most is the bug. Though it's often small and subliminal, bugs are great for reminding your audience who you are throughout the film. A bug is an identifier graphic whose purpose is to identify the particular company or network on which a program is airing. Bugs are used for corporate branding and may be seen on many of the major television networks. NBC's Peacock logo and the Disney Channel's familiar mouse ears can be found quietly occupying a corner of the screen during their programming. Bugs may be used either on air or online, and in either case will help the viewer quickly discover whose program they're watching. You don't have to be a major network to incorporate bugs into your branding strategy, and they're easy to create. So let's have a closer look at how you can create your own. Begin with your company logo and size it to about 50 by 50 pixels for web video, 120 by 120 for standard definition, or 200 by 200 for high definition television viewing. Typically, bugs are semi-transparent, so you then need to reduce the opacity from 50% to almost invisible for a subtle look. Add a drop shadow for added dimensionality that helps separate your bug from the background. Monochromatic bugs work very well. Fewer colors equal fewer distractions. Increase its subtlety even further by reducing the color saturation. Not too much, though. You still want your viewers to be able to easily identify it. Place your bug in one of the bottom corners above the title safe area. Which corner you use isn't as important as consistency. Your bug should always appear in the same location for maximum branding effectiveness. Creating instant recognition and a positive lasting impression is vital. Follow these tips and your opening titles and bugs will successfully draw in and engage your audience, giving your work the attention it deserves.